Do you feel lost in a midlife crisis? You've built a good life, the career, the house, maybe the family. By most measures, you've made it. But something is off and you can't quite put your finger on it. Here's what nobody tells you. Your discontent isn't some awkward midlife crisis. It's a signal. The real signal that something needs to change before it becomes a real crisis. The reason you feel lost has nothing to do with what you've done wrong. It has everything to do with what you've never been shown how to find. Since the late 1980s, I've been working with driven high achievers, business owners, executives, and professionals, people who, by every external measure, are winning in the game of life. And the conversations I have with them over and over again sound something like this. Hey, Kevin, I don't know how I got here. I've done so much right in my life. So why does it feel like something's missing or I'm doing something wrong? Maybe you've said the same thing but felt guilty because when your life looks so good from the outside, it can come off like ingratitude. And that's not the case at all. I want you to grab a hold of this simple idea. The feeling of being lost in a midlife is not a career problem, not a relationship problem. It's not even a time management problem. It's an identity problem. You see, most of us spend the first years of life building. We build credentials, we build income, we build a reputation. And that's not wrong. But here's where we go astray. We confuse what we've built with who we are. Now, your work is not who you are. It is not your identity. Your income is not your identity. Your neighborhood, your network, your net worth. None of these are your identity. So when life's tough shifts hit you hard, your kids leave, the job changes, your business suffers, your marriage strains, your energy drains low, and your body slows down, your support structure starts to shake you to your core. That's not a crisis. That's a clarifying moment. And there's a difference. Here's the crux of the problem. We mistake identifiers for our identity: race, gender, job title, sexual orientation, political party, sports team, spouse, children. These are identifiers. They describe something about your interests and about you, but they are not you. For example, I grew up in Pittsburgh and I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I love it when my team wins. I hate it when they lose. But you know what? When the game's over, I'm over it because my identity is not wrapped up in a third party performance. I don't take it personally when they lose. But when your identity is wrapped up in identifiers, your life is built on shifting sand instead of bedrock. That's the trap. And midlife is often the first time in life when we have enough stillness and enough pain to realize there's more to life than what we've built thus far. So, what are you actually looking for when you feel lost? You're looking for your purpose, to anchor the discovery of the true you, not your image, not your passion, not your calling. You're seeking to find your actual specific God gifted reason for being here. Now, I know that sounds big, maybe even a little intimidating, and perhaps a lot too philosophical. But take heart. I've been at this work since the late 1980s, and I'll tell you, when I started working with clients to articulate their purpose, I too thought purpose was hard to know. I'd spend weeks, sometimes months, helping a client write their purpose. Over these decades, I've learned that purpose wasn't all that hard to find. The big obstacle was an incorrect understanding of what purpose is, and this problem remains rampant. Here's an analogy. When our kids were little, Shirley, our dear friend and host to her mountain home in North Georgia, suggested we hunt for gardens in a local riverbed. Wow, what an adventure. Picnic is packed. Off we go exploring on a beautiful afternoon. We ford streams in our Jeep and finally parked to begin our search. I asked Shirley, "What do garnets look like?" And she said, "I have no idea." Now, we may have been surrounded by gardens, but we didn't find a single one because we didn't know what we were looking for. Now, that story is like most people who are searching for their purpose. It's there. It's been there your whole life. You just haven't had the right concepts, tools, or methods to find your purpose. No more. I've clarified the concepts and developed the tools and methods to find your purpose. It is fast, fun, and easy to do. In fact, we distill it into 2 words with a setup phrase, I exist to serve by. 2 words can capture the essence of who you are, not what you do, but who you are at the level of your spirit. Once you know your 2-word purpose, life gets better, decisions get clearer, the noise gets quieter. You stop chasing things that were never yours to chase. Let's get down to this business of being on purpose. If you don't address this need, if you keep doing what you do that got you here in hopes the discord will go away, it won't. Your ache will only compound. I've seen it. When your outer life keeps outgrowing your inner life, eventually the gap between who you are on paper and who you are in your chest becomes too wide to ignore. The imposter syndrome is infecting you. Your spirit is being slowly, quietly drained, not all at once, a drop at a time, one compromise, one distraction, one more year of putting off the true you. And then one day you look up and you think, how did I get here? I don't know who I am. Don't wait for that crisis of confidence. You can start now to build the integrity you seek. Here's what I want you to do. Go to onpurpose.me. Invest in clarifying your purpose by using this online tool. You'll come away with a 2-word purpose statement, your 2 words, and Pro-word wisdom, a 12-part email course so you can navigate being on purpose. It takes about 3 minutes and $20. That's it. You gain a foundation for your decisions and your relationships, your work, your next season of life. You see, the examined life is worth living, and clarifying your 2-word purpose is the place to start. I'm Kevin McCarthy, and I'm inviting you to be on purpose.